Happy Saturday morning to everybody. Technically, it is Saturday morning. Let me get this camera going. Actually, that's not the right side. Welcome back. Shipwreck was great. I am just loving life right now. And there we go. All right. So we'll give it a couple minutes for you guys to all join. I see Dakota's in here already. Why is this? You know what? I'm like dyslexic over here, which is the better way for the camera. That's better. Give you guys a couple minutes. We're doing the puppy here. You know what? Storey goes off on some of these, and I love it. You know what? I'm all about Storey being Storey, and this is not the right way. Man, I'm drunk, bro. This is gonna be a bad draft. Is that better? I don't know. Just nothing changes. Shit. We'll wait for everyone to get in here. We're doing a puppy $5 underdog draft for you all. Hop in. Draft grades at the end. Talk some shit. Excuse me. So I gotta wait for Mouth to get back in here, and then everyone else that wants to draft with us. So let me know when you guys are all ready, and we will hop in a draft. There's only 4 people in here. I want to wait. I know. Sorry for the delay. I had a major 8 more or wait. Fuck. Let me know in the chat if it goes down to like 6. So stay in there. Once it goes down to 5, back out. Can't draft but watching. Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan is not in the proper state because apparently we're living in fucking North Korea where not everyone can draft underdog. It's fucking stupid. Jonathan pulled out. That's what I told my ex-girlfriend I did, and it didn't actually happen. But I fire some blanks, brother. We'll wait for Mouth to get in here because I know Mouth is the reason we even met the goal. Shout out to Mouth. Mouth is a fucking the G, bro. He is the G of the channel.
Yeah, well, Mom also said for you to stop sticking your dick in the vacuum cleaner.
Hello? Hello? I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning my room!
Blanks thing. By the way, if I could have kids, my wife does want kids. I don't think we can, but I couldn't do this show. This can barely even support myself. So no way I can support a child. I have to, give up on my dream, which is this show, as you guys know. And I love hanging out with all you guys. So don't want to give up on this quite yet, right? I got 1 more year, guys. I have until the end of the year to make, and not ends meet, but to trajectory going up, right? I need that and more subs, more listeners, more Patreon, more supers. And then guess what? We're in the big time. We have the guests, we have the content, we have the knowledge, we have the money. The bets alone, boy, are worth the trip. We all know that. Now, some of you guys can't place the bets, which is an issue because of your state you live in, and Prize Picks is a scam. And I don't know if you guys do Prize Picks at all. You got to do it's all parlays and like Prize Picks. It's just garbage. So Mouth, are you in here? I got to wait for Mouth because Dakota, can you message Mouth on Discord to make sure he's in here to get in here, because I'm not starting it out without Mouth. I mean, I'll start it up if he's not in here eventually, but I have to make sure Mouth is game because I don't want to have him miss out on this because he did earn this and we all earn this, and Mouth is the man.
When we get back to the world, we gotta put together that 3-piece combo band we talked about. Me on stand-up bass, Johnny on the drums, and me tickling the ivories.
And me tickling the ivories. So we gotta get Mouth in here. Everyone else, sorry, I had to transfer streams, but I had a bathroom emergency, so it sucks. A lot of people aren't back in here. All good. Guess what? We're on the show every single night. Every night. So wait a second. Any comments? You want to pick my brain on anything? I am good for that. But again, I need Mouth's message. Mouth, hit me up in the comments. Let me know you're here, and we will start it up. Also, I don't know how much more beer I can drink. I mean, it's actually a crazy comment. By the way, shout out to my dad for getting me this nice professional Fanatics mug here, repping the channel. And hopefully it can last. I have a couple of the old ones and one of them broke. But yeah. So if you want to join in the draft with us, let me know. And we're going to start this up and time it out together. And this is a puppy. I've been doing a lot of super flex, so it's nice to do a normal puppy draft without super flex, and I can be, get some value at quarterback. Just waiting on the mouth. Dakota, hopefully you message mouth and let him know we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Jay Quellen. No Jay Quellen here?
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Balake. Where is Balake at? Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Do you want to go to war, Balake?
No.
D Nice. Is there a D Nice?
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch. Ron. Where are you? Where is Ron right now?
Here.
You know, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it the first time I said Ron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch!
What's up, Supreme? I've been doing pretty well, man. We're on a marathon tonight. There is Mouth. He is in. Hell yeah. Glad we waited. Dakota, you want to do the guinea pig for us and join the puppy and let us know how many are left to join so we can all join together? And we'll go off your message. And ready to join whenever. Anyone that wants to hop in, the puppy on Underdog, $5 tournament. You hop in when we hop in. We draft together. We do draft grades. If you're in the community, you get draft grades. If not, we will still talk to you. And obviously, you know how we roll. But draft grades and talking about the teams are strictly for 3 more. Let's join. One more. Hopefully you join. Come on, Mouth. Get this last spot. Let's go, Mouth. We're in. We are in. One more to start. I hope you all are in here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, come on the baby. That's weird. That's Mouth is at 6. All right, we are good. I am at 11. Good to know, Mouth. Glad you're in. I am at 11. Mouth of the South. By the way, Downtown Sports Boys. Link in the description. Go check that out. Mouth is at 6, and Dakota has 2. So Mouth at 6. I'm at 11. Guys, if you have not checked out and subbed and followed and checked out Downtown Sports, what are you doing? Link in the description. There it is. 24 platforms, including YouTube, which is an easy search for all you guys. Our sister program. We'd appreciate it if you gave them a follow. I think I like the white. I changed it from the black to white. I think this is easier to see. I guess we'll see how it goes. I know, again, my production value, guys, this is I am not Flock Fantasy. Thank God. Guess what? He has his algorithm. He knows his shit, but it looks a lot better. It's a lot better. This is vertical because I need to have the more people viewing, but you're going to get much more entertainments, and the community here is just to die for. I'm gonna be honest. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in here, and I feel like this is better than it was dark. What do you guys think? You like light better than dark for this? Let me know what you like better, light or dark. You like white or black? Majority of Americans are going to say white, but that's not what I meant. Jameer and Bijan, pretty standard. Dakota, let me know what you like better. I know Mouth usually isn't in the comment section when he's drafting. He is super hyper focused. Anyway, Supreme, I've been good, man. Same old shit. Grinding over here, trying to make it big and making that money. For drafts, I like white. Other apps, dark. There we go. Supreme with the nice comment. Appreciate you, dude. Up in 3 picks. JSN went 7. That's a fall. Let's see. Mouth went McCaffrey at 6. We like our early running backs up in here. Justin Jefferson at 8. I like that. So we have a chance to get St. Brown. We have a chance to get CeeDee Lamb. That's really the only option. So we're going to take CeeDee Lamb and a running back. Well, no, we're not. We're going to get this is stupid. I'm gonna have to take James Cook, which I fucking despise. Fucking A, man. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I guess we're gonna just queue it up like this. That's the way we're gonna queue it up. Dakota wanted Chase. My app froze. Oh, you're fine. You're good. You're good there. I guess I'm gonna have a question. It's gonna be Saquon Barkley for me, bro. For sure. No, I agree. Dark mode's better, but I'm talking about for the stream. Like sometimes, again, it sucks having to watch fucking Flock Fantasies amazing production, and then you get to my shitty production, which is just not. I'm taking Barkley over Genty. It's just nothing of the sorts, so it's fine. Just visually, I'm saying visually. I'm not saying anything else, but once I have the following, I can go to a horizontal mode where people can just watch and it can get in the algorithm. But you know, the YouTube algorithm's a joke. It's just stupid. I got almost 3,000 subscribers, a lot of loyal people here, and just not happening. So we're going to keep it on the vertical mode, which gives us the access to people on shorts, which is why a lot of you people found me, honestly. Dakota, did you find me on shorts? I mean, that's how most people found me on the vertical short. So Rashee Rice at pick 20. Pretty wild there. Mouth with Christian McCaffrey and Chase Brown. Chase Brown over Derrick Henry. Josh Allen goes 21, so we have an early quarterback selected. And Dakota, well, you got a receiver here. You got Malik Neighbors on the board here. As much as we talked him down, I feel like pretty good value there at 23. He goes Mr. Brock Bowers. I love that. See, me and Dakota are locked up on Brock Bowers over Trey McBride. That seems to be a pretty easy decision there. And I get to just try to get this even closer. You can get me up close. Oh, I know why it's not changing. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. It's because of stupid computer. It's on the computer screen, so I'm not going to change that. It's on my, see, this is on my computer thing, not my actual webcam. So that's what happens when you have 15 beers, guys. You make dumb mistakes like that. And silly. That's just silly. George Pickens at 26. We're up in 7 picks. Let's say hello to Helen Hunt. How you doing, Helen? Haven't seen you in a little bit. You're looking ravishing as always. We love Helen Hunt on this program. Very attractive lady here. Very attractive lady. Big fans of her.
Yeah, Dad. You need some of this.
This is cum.
So the Josh Allen team proceeded to take Joe Burrow at 28, which is literally, it doesn't have Jamar Chase. It's literally 30 picks at ADP. So, wow. Good for us. We're going to get some value, but not great for the quarterback upside. And I can't take any, I got to focus here. We're going to go ahead and take, Jesus fuck. I guess we're taking Chris Olave. I don't love it, but this sucks. A lot of options here. Take either of these. I can't take T. Higgins. Can't really take we're gonna take, I guess I'm taking a naked T. Higgins. Fucking don't like it, but god damn, man. Guy takes fucking Joe Burrow that early. I found you scrolling verticals. You were wearing a pumpkin orange Ricky Williams jersey with Storey sitting at the table beside you. Oh, that was way back in the day then, Dakota. I mean, as in like last year, like before the streams really hit home. So that is why I have to go vertical, because that is how I get out to the world, and I do trust in the product. So a lot of people are stupid. They want to watch like the fantasy footballers, which yeah, they're pretty good, I guess, but you're not going to get much from them. If you know ball, there's no point in watching the fantasy footballers unless you find them funny. The problem is they're not funny. So if you find them funny and you want PC humor, go watch like a Pixar movie. You can get the same fantasy analysis and knowledge and laughter as you would from a Pixar movie, we're more talking like Basic Instinct here with deep dives. You're going to find about Puka Nacua before Puka Nacua. You're going to find about Tucker Kraft. All the dudes we love way beforehand. Terry McLaurin at 45. Pretty early. That's pretty early. There goes Bucky. And who did Mouth take? Mouth took Zay Flowers. He's hoping to get himself some Josh Allen here in the 5th round. It's a possibility, although you have too much soul there that has Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. That motherfucker might take Lamar Jackson because you know how these dumb fucks go. They do dumb shit. Luther Burden. I'm kind of forced into taking Tyler Shuck here. This is not ideal. Some good backs available. There goes DJ Moore. That's not the Josh Allen team. That's just, yep. Go fuck yourself, Josh Allen team. And there goes Jalen Waddle to Florida. Dakota, good call there. Well, this dude's got no stacks with his quarterback, so his stupid, dumb strategy is not paying off because now he's got to take a bunch of naked players. Have fun with that, brother. Watch him take another quarterback. Travis Kelce, and he took Travis Kelce at pick 52. Guys, this is 50 plus picks ahead of ADP. That kid is back on the escalator.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
Mouth just got himself some Lamar Jackson at value with his Zay Flowers. So that is lovely for Mouth. And I'm about to get myself a 3rd running back of some value here. Yep, I'm going to get David Montgomery. Let's go ahead and lock that in, which we love. I'm pretty much done at running back for a long time, boys. I am cool with that. And we're going to go ahead and take one of Brian Thomas or Marvin Harrison. It's probably going to be a Marvin Harrison pick. Let's go Marvin Harrison, then Brian Thomas. This is working out well. There goes Drake May. This is working out really well for me. We're going to take Marvin Harrison. I love this. I absolutely love this. I think that Mouse loving his draft as well with that fucking Lamar Jackson just gifted to you because Travis Kelce was taken. And Dakota with a solid little start here. George Pickens, Jameson Williams, Jalen Waddle with Bowers and Bijan. Our running backs are really stacked. I don't need really much else at running back. I'll take one in the next 3 rounds if it falls at value. I'll go back to the board here. There goes Jaden Daniels. None of these guys have really stacked. There's not been a lot of stacking in this draft from what I've seen. So we'll see what Mouth does here at 67. If it was me and Storey sitting next to each other, then that was before the season started. That was before we actually really dove into the streams. I was just live streaming with a separate phone, me and Storey's like full-length videos we used to do, and that would have been what you saw. Probably the last one we saw was probably our Pillar Players episode, which we had a lot of hits, which I know in the moment you didn't know, but we had a lot of hits on that one. I think number 1 Pillar Player for Storey was Jonathan Taylor. I had Olave, Pickens, Javonte Williams. I also had Justin Fields on that list, which I don't want to talk about. But Brian Thomas at pick 71. Get the fuck out of here, Dakota. How in the hell? I was going to take Brian Thomas fucking back at pick 62. It was between those two guys. That's wild. Pierce went. Holy moly. There goes Jalen Hurts. There goes Dak. I do need a quarterback, but you're going to take Trevor Lawrence, right? Nope, you're not going to take him. Oh, there's not a lot of guys I like. Let's see. Pick 79. I would take a naked Caleb. Mouth is probably going to take Caleb, even though it's not stacked because the value is just 10 picks after ADP. I'm going to queue up Caleb. No running backs here. We're going to go ahead and pop in a Jordan Addison. We're going to pop in a Cortland Sutton. There goes Cortland Sutton. Addison, Jaden Reed. I'm going to get some Chris Godwin in my life here if need be. Tucker Kraft's available. That's value. All right. Up in one pick, we have one guy on our board. It is Chris Godwin. And it's probably going to have to be Chris Godwin, right? Tucker Kraft's available. Let's take Tucker Kraft, actually. And I think I can go ahead and take a love stack here. Chris Godwin should be available for my next selection. And I'm very confident he will be. I'm not going to reach for a running back. We're going to take Chris Godwin. Not the sexiest of picks, but guys getting volume, dude. Number one receiver. Well, number 1A or 1B receiver. There's three people in here. It's literally us, guys. It's me, Mouth, Dakota, and myself. So we could say whatever we want, right? Fuck the internet. Should have probably stayed in the other stream. There was at least like 15 people in there, but I had a fucking emergency, dude. I had to do it. And y'all earn the draft. We're going to do the draft. We're going to be drafting. Tomorrow night is Big Ray Meet Sweats on Open Bar. We'll possibly do one at the end of the show. And then Sunday I'll do a draft. Monday I'll do a draft. You know how I roll. We be doing drafts. There goes Trevor. And you got Trevor Lawrence. Although I thought you would take Trevor Lawrence when you took Dak Prescott. And this is some good draft grades here because we're getting some value falling to all of us. Mouth with Jalen Warren and Tony Pollard. He was pretty light on running back going into that. There goes Blake Corum at 98. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch is your RB2. RJ Harvey picked 99. Holy shit. I couldn't take him, though, because I had too many. So, look at these quarterbacks that are available. This is great. There's a lot available here. And I might have to take two here, thinking about the construction of this team. And I see two that I like. So there's Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love here. If he falls, this dude has Drake May. He might take a second quarterback. So do I take two? And which two do I take? Mayfield, Shuck, and Love are all in play for me. So I need two of those guys. Two of Love, Shuck, and Mayfield. I think I like Baker over Shuck. I really do. And there goes Jordan Love. Fuck my ass. So we're going to go ahead and say fuck it. Weak, bro. Really weak. I guess we're taking Tyler Shuck. Man, Tyler Shuck over Matt Stafford is just super dumb. I am not on board with that, but got to do what I can to stack, right? Wow. I hate that. I really hate that. So I think I just say fuck it. I take Matt Stafford here. I'm just going to take an unstacked Matt Stafford. Instead of taking Baker, I should have taken Stafford first. This motherfucker that took Jordan Love, does he have anyone? He has nothing. He could have taken... Man, gross. All right. Not the best situation in the world, but now I only have Shuck stacked with Chris Olave, which is not terrible. I really wanted Jordan Love and Tyler Shuck there, but I guess we'll take it. Anyways, we'll do draft grades at the end of the show. Me, Mouth, and Dakota community members in this draft. we'll have that here in a little bit for you.
What's happening here?
Sir, that French animal bit my ear off!
Well, that's an absurd exaggeration. My apologies, Bidwell.
He look in our tent. He look at my woman. He saw her breast.
Her breast? You saw her breast?
I've said it before and I said it again. Any man who look on her will die.
Yep. Don't look at her breast, man. Bottom line there. There goes JCM. That's your third running back. So you're a little let at running back, Dakota. We'll see how that shakes out for you. Dakota Mouth with the Wan'Dale Robinson pick. He's got Brock Purdy with Lamar Jackson. Does he have he has McCaffrey, so pretty sly picks there. This guy's got Worthy with Mahomes. This is pretty nice value here. See if I can. 1 second here, boys. There. Get another like in the video. Maybe get some more peeps up in here. Up in 7 picks. We have Baker taken by the, what was that, the third pick? Kenneth Gainwell, great pick by Dakota. Rounding out this room, this guy's got Herbert and Mayfield. We'll see who Mouth takes here at pick 1, 2, 6. Board's open. I think he has Tyler Warren, right? Yeah, he has Tyler Warren. I don't have a tight end, which is concerning. It's concerning. My quarterbacks are shit. So there goes Daniel Jones. Makes sense. He has Tyler Warren. Malik Willis is still available. Cam Ward. I have to take a third guy here at some point. Jonathan Brooks is available. His ADP is just skyrocketing, guys. But Mark Andrews is available. This dude has, let's see, Harold Fannin. He won't take tight end, I don't think. We're gonna go ahead and take. Let's take Brooks. I love Brooks. My running back room is solidified officially. Love this room at running back. Wide receiver, not so much. So we're gonna have to look at maybe Mark Andrews. If I wait, it's gonna be pretty shitty. Khalil Shakir is an option, or I just go with Malik Willis. Let's go with an unstacked Malik Willis. This is a team that will advance, but won't win. I can promise you this team won't win shit. I hate doing that, but I get my money back. Maybe advance to the second round. See what I can do in the later picks, but the quarterbacks are all going to be gone. There goes Cam Ward. There's no way anyone's coming back to me. And there goes CJ Stroud. Mouth might take a third quarterback as well. Never mind. He has a third quarterback. Daniel Jones is a third quarterback. I think we can pretty much say that Dakota is going to take his boy, Deshaun Watson, with pick 167. He is so above board on Deshaun Watson. He just keep doubling down, baby. I love it. I love the commitment to your guy. I'm one of those guys where there's like 3 or 4 players a year, mostly in redraft, that I will just, but in best ball as well, that I refuse to not draft, right? And I am so certain, and I really hope this works. There goes Isaiah Likely. Good call there. Mouth takes Omar Cooper. I absolutely hate that pick, Mouth. I'm sorry. I like your team, but Omar Cooper, there's nothing there for me. Nothing there for me at all. Hate it. Keaton Mitchell at 144. I hate that even more. Woody Marks, though, that's a good pick. Lovely pick. We'll go here. Dalton Kincaid. You took Brenton Strange to pair up with your Trevor Lawrence. I don't hate that. Jalen Naylor. Jalen Naylor's going quite early, man. Give me Trey Tucker 2 or 3 rounds later, personally. I have one more beer to drink. Bryce Young's still available. So is Jacoby Brissett. God, I think I was used to fucking super flex for a while there, and I reached. Did I reach? I don't think I reached on any of these guys. Willis after ADP, Stafford after ADP. Okay, fair. Nobody there. Trey Tucker's available. But man, do I need a tight end, and both these guys don't have a tight end, which I don't like. And Sadiq should be taken. If not, I will take Sadiq. I'm going to take Chikakonkwo. And then I'm going to take TJ Hawkinson, I think. I don't like this at all. One bit, I don't like it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll have to play this clip every time I take TJ Hawkinson. Gonna have to do it. Don't take him. I need him. I need my boy. There goes another tight end. I'm taking TJ Hawkinson. This is not a great tight end room here. It's Tucker Kraft, Chikakonkwo, and TJ Hawkinson. Don't judge me, monkey.
I'm videotaping this for scientific research. This shit'll be on the Discovery Channel.
Don't judge me, monkey.
So, trying to think of my build here. Quarterbacks are good. Tight ends are good. Only 4 receivers and only 4 running backs. I have 4 more picks. So it's probably going to be a 3-5-7-3 build. Man, I might just roll with these 3 running backs and say, fuck it. I need wide receiver upside here. So I might just roll with these 3 running backs and say, fuck it. If there's some guys I like, I will just take them. And there are some guys I like. See if they fall. Trey Harris off the board. Jerry Jeudy off the board. He is Dakota setting up his Deshaun Watson selection, who is way down the list there at 212. Gotta love this. I fucking love this. Oh, Dakota, you're such a fucking G, man. Just diving into the Deshaun Watson love. And I know you gave me some shit about taking a lot of the same guys in the Superflex leagues. Well, you have ever Deshaun Watson. It's not going to break your team if he doesn't start at all, but it's not a good thing. But if it hits, guess what? Who's having the last laugh? You are advancing, bro, in a lot of leagues if Deshaun Watson's a dude. It's going to be epic, man. And I can't wait to see how it plays out. Jacoby Brissett's still available. And we could take Tank Bigsby here, but I think we need to take some upside at wide receiver, and there ain't any upside at wide receiver, but I'm taking Chris Bell. Let's take that. And I think we're going to take Ryan Flournoy or Kayshon Boutte. Those are the 2 options. We need 8 receivers in this team. This team's receivers are just not great. Let's take a Cowboy. Let's take an offense I know. Set it and forget it. And we'll take 8. We have 4 running back team, guys. Does that make sense? Am I wild for that? Montgomery is a 3. Yeah, no, we're going to take a 3 running back or 4 running back team. 3.5 running backs because Jonathan Brooks has half a leg, but I have some faith in Jonathan Brooks. Braylon Allen off the board. That's a pretty solid pick. I haven't been taking a lot of Braylon Allen. I'm a big fan of Braylon Allen, though. 2 more picks. We have draft grades coming up here. I'm literally just talking to you, Dakota, and you, Mouth, and maybe one other person in here. So they're missing out. They could be drafting with us, right? They could. They really could. All right. Kate Otten off the board. Is that the... Nope, that's just a naked Kate Otten. Mouth with Tyreek Hill. Brandon Ayuk. Some aggressive picks there. I love that. We'll see what Dakota does here. Keyshawn Booty, hell of a value there, 191. And then Deshaun Watson's coming up here. I'm pretty sure. There it is. Deshaun Watson is going to be on this team. I guarantee it. Guarantee Deshaun Watson selection right here off the board. Here it is. Ready? He's waiting. He's savoring this moment because it's like the whoa, he's waiting on Deshaun Watson because he doesn't need to take him. He's got to take Deshaun Watson in every draft. He's waiting and think he won't go. Tua just went, and he is the second quarterback there. He might take, maybe he takes Shore Sanders' share, right? Maybe he takes Shador, whoever falls. There goes Aaron Rodgers. I won't do it to you, man, because I want to win this one, and there's no point in doing that in my build. So we're going to take Elijah Surratt, and then probably, man, I don't want to double stack a shitty quarterback there in Miami. Someone took Surratt. That's just fucking lovely. Let's take Adonai Mitchell. And I got to get one more receiver here. I don't know who this is going to be. Who is this going to be? Maybe I take Malik Washington. Super gross, but God damn it. I like my tight end room to be able to fill the flex more times than not with Okonkwo and Hawkinson. So this is so bad. I guess we take Malik Washington. Give me one more Dolphin weapon here. Dolphin player, not weapon. Dolphin player. Team name, Rub and Tug Parlor. That is the Deshaun Watson team name for sure. Ugh, man. I guess we'll see how this team grades out. I only have 4 running backs, so I think the build is spot on. I did hit the build, which, I always give people. Is he still available? Deshaun Watson is still available, guys. He's going to get him. He's going to fucking get Deshaun Watson. No way, bro. No way. You passed on him. I know now your market share is just way too high at Deshaun Watson, Dakota. And now you're going to get him with your last round pick as your third quarterback. And I absolutely love that if you do it. Because this guy took Tua. This dude has Mendoza, Bo Nix, and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. He won't do it. This dude just took Tua. So why the hell would he do it? He has Baker, Herbert, and Tua. Why take a fourth quarterback? And you're going to get him. You're going to get Deshaun Watson. You son of a bitch. You slick, sly son of a bitch. There it is. There is the Deshaun Watson pick, folks. He hit it. He hit it. I'm beside myself here. I like that pick for sure in the last round. Let's go to Dakota's team here. Draft grades, guys, A through F. Let us know. Yeah, Dakota, we know you got Watson. He's so fucking happy. So, Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, 10 picks after ADP. Deshaun Watson are his quarterbacks. Bijan, Blake Corum, JCM, Kenneth Gainwell, Tank Bigsby. I like the Watson pick over Caleb Johnson. So, yeah, weak running back room, but the wide receiver room has to be bonkers, right? Pickens, Williams, Jalen Waddle, Brian Thomas, Jerry Jeudy, Calvin Ridley, Keyshawn Booty. Very well balanced. Brock Bowers, Isaiah Likely, and Brenton Strange. So you are stacking Dak with Pickens. You are is that it? Dak with Pickens. You are stacking Trevor Lawrence with Brian Thomas and Brenton Strange. And you have Deshaun Watson paired with Jerry Jeudy. So I like the quarterback room. I do like that. The running back room is weak, but I love Blake Corum as a 3 personally, but as a 2 is fine. JCM, Kenneth Gainwell and JCM are a nice pairing because you're going to have a lot of inconsistent weeks from JCM. We don't know what the snap share will look like, but Kenneth Gainwell is going to get you some solid points there. Tank Bigsby is a nice upside shot there for your RB5. And then the wide receivers, man, Brian Thomas is your 4, Jeudy, Ridley, Booty, love all those players. I'm going B. I'm going to go solid B. Again, as much as I've been ripping on the Deshaun Watson picks, this is the best one you've made. Last round in this situation, this one makes a hell of a lot of sense. What do you guys have for your draft grade here? Tugger Nuts joined the Dynasty League. There you go, Tugger Nuts. What do you guys have for a grade on this team? Whoever's in here, Mouth, Jonathan, what do you have for grade for yourself, Dakota? I say solid B. The running backs are concerning, and I feel like the wide receivers should be a little better, but it's because you have Brock Bowers. It's a Brock Bowers situation. When you take him early, nothing is going to look elite besides the tight ends, which tight ends are elite. Solid B from Jonathan. Judy, Ridley, Booty. I love those last three. This is a well built team. I'm gonna go B plus actually, just because I'm gonna give as much as I hate the running back room, and when I say that I love Gainwell, I love Corum, and obviously Bijan. I like the Tank Bigsby pick for a upside shot. The build here is just amazing. Amazing build. This is a team I'd be proud to have. It's a B plus for me. So we'll get Mouse grade here in a second. Let's go to Mouse team. Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, and Daniel Jones. Mouse says B plus plus, so we like this team. Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, and Daniel Jones is elite. I think you might have been able to just go with Brock Purdy, but I think he has Tyler Warren. That's probably why he did that. But this quarterback room is great. Christian McCaffrey, Chase Brown, Tony Pollard, Jalen Warren, Emmanuel Wilson. Another light running back room, but dude, Tony Pollard is going to be fine early in the year. Same with Jalen Warren and then Emmanuel Wilson. So my worry with this running back room is longevity, right? McCaffrey's injury history, Pollard possibly getting benched for Singleton, Jalen Warren if Caleb Williams becomes a guy. And then when you get the full stable of backs there in Seattle with Charbonnet, that the early season running back room will hold up. I don't know about the longevity. Let's look at the rest of the team. A.J. Brown, Zay Flowers, Wan'Dale Robinson, Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston, Brandon Ayuk, and Tyreek Hill with Tyler Warren, Jawan Johnson, and Jake Tunges. So you're looking at Tunges, McCaffrey with Brock Purdy. You're looking at Zay Flowers with Lamar Jackson. I wish you had Surratt on this team. And then with Daniel Jones, you have Tyler Warren, and that's it. So I don't know. I think this is too heavy on quarterbacks. I really think this is too heavy on quarterbacks. I would have rolled with Lamar and Brock Purdy, honestly. The 20 pick reach on Daniel Jones shows on the roster. And I have more issue with the wide receiver room than the running back room because Wan'Dale as a 3, don't love it. Omar Cooper as a 4, don't love it. Denzel Boston, Brandon Ayuk, Tyreek Hill. I like the fact that it auto-drafted Jones. I like the fact that you had to go aggressive, and you kind of met the assignment there with Ayuk and Tyreek Hill. With the receivers you have there, 3, 4, and 5. Ayuk and Tyreek Hill make a lot of sense because if Ayuk lands with the Commanders and actually gets into camp and can have a somewhat normal camp and be a factor here, love that. And Tyreek Hill is, if he signs to a team, it's still Tyreek Hill. But the fact that it's Jawan Johnson and Jake Tunges, this is I'm giving this a solid C. I feel like the top 2 quarterbacks definitely can carry because you got value in my mind, value on Lamar because 53 ADP for Lamar is stupid, and Brock Purdy value. I would just know Daniel Jones, right? And Mouse said he got auto drafted Jones, which why would they auto draft Daniel Jones 20 picks early? You must have had him in your queue or something. CC minus team. This is not Mouth's best team, but he did stack the team up. And I did like that. Jonathan says random, but I think Diggs sneaks into Las Vegas. That's a nice spot for him. They need a slot. So yeah, I feel like that you went aggressive. This is a very aggressive team. So yeah, the only guy in the queue. That's an issue where Q goes wrong. Top 2 running backs are great though. I guess we gotta factor in the fact that Christian McCaffrey and Chase Brown are elite. So you do have that. All right, let's move on. I think we're all not as high on this team as normal Mouse teams. Let's go to my team here. Tyler Shuck, Matt Stafford, and Malik Willis. I should have waited and taken Jacoby Brissett 2 rounds later with Shuck and Stafford because I have Marvin Harrison. But it is a good quarterback room. And then I only have 4 running backs. This is as weak as you're going to see in terms of depth here for running backs. I have James Cook, Saquon Barkley, David Montgomery, and Jonathan Brooks. Probably would have been a nice spot for Ray Davis. Now that I think about it, that would have been a worthy 5th running back to give me some security. Tank Bigsby as well. just to give me security when I only go 4. But I do love David Montgomery as my 3. But this is the major issue, and we're going to see how it pans out. I think my receivers were so weak that I had to go this route. I'm going all in on my top 2 running backs, and I have David Montgomery, which is a nice advantage. Olave, T. Higgins, Marvin Harrison, Chris Godwin, Chris Bell, Ryan Flournoy, Adonai Mitchell, and Malik Washington. And we have Tucker Kraft, Chika Okonkwo, and TJ Hawkinson. So in terms of stacks, we're looking at Tyler Shuck with Chris Olave. Matt Stafford is naked. I don't have a single Matt Stafford stack, which, I'm drunk. Malik Willis is stacked with double stacked Malik Willis with Malik Washington and Chris Bell. Y'all can suck on that shit. I'm joking, of course, but I like the tight ends. I wish I was planning on getting Jordan Love here. He got sniped to pick before me. But value on all of the guys besides TJ Hawkinson. I don't know. This is just a very average team. I don't know. Mouse says your backs are indestructible. I do like the backs are. That's why I went with 4. I think I actually somehow hit the goal here in construction with 4 running backs, which is hard to do because I got Montgomery 10 picks after ADP, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to take 1 more. But it's not a great team. I mean, quarterbacks are good, running backs are good, maybe if they stay healthy. Top 4 receivers I like, and then after that, it's all question marks. So I'm going to rely on Chika Okonkwo, David Montgomery, and TJ Hawkinson to fill my slot. C. There you go, Dakota says C. This is not... the upside of this team, though, with if the running backs stay healthy, with Montgomery as my 3, with these are good quarterbacks. Like waiting this long, but Matt Stafford and Malik Willis and Tyler Shuck will provide value. And I guess this is a Marvin Harrison situation, right? Can Marvin Harrison be a real guy? No, I'm not. This is a 3 wide receiver team typically, because my tight ends. I feel like Chika Okonkwo and TJ. It's not good. It's just not good. I hit the goal and at 20. Let's do a super flex though. If we're gonna do it, let's do a super flex. I'll do it. I'm running out of steam, but Mouth, you I am giving you the okay here. Plus flex. Yeah, I know. 3 plus. It's 3 receivers plus flex. Dakota. It's not 4 receivers plus flex. What are you talking about? You don't know Underdog? Mouth, I'm gonna slap you. It's 2 running backs, 3 receivers, and a flex. So you're starting 3 receivers every week, and then flex, which could be running back or tight end. Hence why when I took Montgomery, I stopped taking running backs. So it's not 4 if you've been drafting like that. I call it a 4 wide receiver build. If it was in full PPR, like in DraftKings, I would agree with you because it's full PPR. You want to start a receiver in your flex. Touchdowns don't matter. You don't running backs. Your ancillary running backs aren't cracking your lineup. In Underdog, tight ends are viable, and so are running backs, right? Like running backs are actually preferred. No, you want to flex a running back ideally because it's half PPR. That's what you want to do. You want to flex a running back. Ideally, if you can, I want to flex David Montgomery over Marvin Harrison, right? I want to flex a starting running back because their upside is those 2 touchdown games come much easier. And 10 catches for 100 yards is only 15 points, but 90 yards rushing, 3 catches and 2 touchdowns for a running back, which comes easier, is worth more. All right, we're going to do a super flex draft. Guys, one last one. Then I'm probably out after this because this will be about 4 hours on stream. Let's go field general. Are you in, Dakota? Is everyone in for this? Whoever else wants to get in, there's really no one watching right now. I have 4 people in here. I think it's just literally us. No, I also don't disagree with your logic either. I think it's all dependent on what you have. That's why tight ends are the best picks late. Like you always got to do 3 tight ends because tight ends are the most likely to score a touchdown. In terms of like a tight end getting drafted in the 16th round is more likely to have higher touchdown upside than a wide receiver drafted wide receiver 70, right? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that build. 4 running backs is wild. 4 more. We're hopping in here to the field general. Hop in, Mouth, and we'll get this motherfucker going. I'll play a clip while it loads. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. As always.
Welcome. Great photo and resume, by the way.
Thanks. You know, we've been at this a long time and all, so we'd like to think we do a good job.
I'm so glad you guys could come in on such short notice, I must say. Look, it's just sensational.
Yeah, thanks. We've been at
So don't let this affect your performance in any way.
Oh, no.
Performance? Yes, your performance. You know, the, Performance like sexual? Excuse me?
Willie.
Are you saying there's something wrong with my gear? Is that what you're saying to me? I'm sorry, your gear?
Willie.
My fuck stick.
Don't fuck with Billy Bob Thornton's fuck stick, man. Mouth is in. Dakota's in. We are in and ready to go. We're gonna rock this. Take this off. 2 more to start, guys. Anyone wants to hop in? All right. I suppose it is 1:30. It is a Friday night, though, right? So people should be hopping in, but we're still bye weeks, guys. So it's going to be a little slower on these underdog drafts, but we have a great show scheduled next week for the schedule release. Dakota, what concerts this summer you have tickets for? Only one, man. So me and Big Ray went to a tribute concert at the local theater here. It was Alice in Chains and Stone Temple Pilots, and I didn't realize Stone Temple Pilots have so many hits. I'm not a big STP fan, but I'm a huge Alice in Chains and Lane Staley fan. I went to that March 26th, and then I actually only have tickets. I missed Buckethead because Buckethead was playing on the last day of the NFL draft, as well as a day I had planned to have family over. So I pissed I missed that. I saw Buckethead the year prior, and I didn't want to miss a stream with the last, my devotion to this channel. But I have tickets for 311, July 12th in Chicago. It'll be my 20. I think I'm on 20 shows of 311. It'll be my 21st 311 show. 311 and Dirty Heads with Rome. And it's not Rome with Sublime, so it's just Rome. They'll play some Sublime shit. So I don't miss a lot of 311 shows. I don't fuck around with missing 311. It was only like $35 too. I didn't get the pit though. I'm going with my wife and then a couple friends. So it's gonna be a great time. Big Ray's going. Big Ray's gonna be in the pit, of course, because Big Ray cannot not be in the pit. And my sister might come with her. Regardless, I fucking goddamn 311, most professional rock bands ever. I mean, what I love about 311 is beyond the music. We all know the music, and a lot of people know them of Down and All Mixed Up and blah blah blah. 89 is when they started. They've had the original members. Every show they've ever played, every album, every music, anything they've ever touched is with the original 5 members from 1989. We're talking 37 years of the same fucking members. So you can't go wrong. Ayo, first pick Dakota with 2. We have Mouth with, where is Mouth here? Do I not see Mouth? Mouth has 9. All right, Dakota, get ready to get your brains licked, bro. Anyways, 311, you know what always pisses me off is that the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they've been around since 83, 84, so I get it, more pioneers, I suppose. But they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it wasn't even a discussion. Like, of course they were going to get in, but like 311's played literally 2 times as many live shows. They have twice as much music. Like, the Chili Peppers haven't done shit since like 2008. 2009, they have like 2 albums. Like 311 pumps them out every 3 years, have been for 37 years, right? And yeah, I'm a big 311 guy. It's my all-time favorite, like, Homer band, right? It's my Homer band. Big Deftones fan. Incubus. Buckethead's my all-time favorite musician. We're gonna go ahead and take Mr. Josh Allen. Pretty easy. Dakota will get his Lamar Jackson. I mean, that's the point, JD, is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is the biggest goddamn joke in the world. Like, they elect people that aren't even like rock and roll, don't even play rock. So all Hall of Fames are a joke. Guys, Barry Bonds is not in the Hall of Fame for baseball. and Pete Rose didn't make it for how many? Is Pete Rose finally in? Did the Veterans Committee finally get him in when he died? Like, yeah, get the hell out of here, man. Like, but yet baseball had like people that, like O.J. Simpson's in the Hall of Fame and he murdered 2 people. So JD, endless it's actually, like the word endless, like Buckethead actually is beyond endless because in terms of the musical spectrum, he is pushing 1,000 albums, which is anything over 20 is a lot. Buckethead's the greatest, not even guitar player of all time. He's the greatest musician of all time. He is Mozart with a guitar, and people that don't know Buckethead, the way you put it is right because they are just jams. He plays every instrument. He produces it in his house, so it's not as a lot of them are noodling and whatever want to say. Buckethead has, dude, a song, an album, 20 albums for every mood, funk, rock, metal, Pink Floyd style shit. Buckethead doesn't need lyrics in his music because he's that fucking good. I love Buckethead. Not a great live show to see, not because he's not good live, is that he doesn't have a real band with him. And it's just he plays the same set list, which disappoints me. Well, yeah, Dakota, but OJ was in before all that. But guess what? They took away Reggie Bush's Heisman, so you can't take away OJ's fucking Hall of Fame. I'm just saying, like, if you could take away a guy's Heisman for taking cars and taking money, you can't take away OJ's Hall of Fame thing for murdering 2 people. Although he was acquitted, even though he was found guilty in the civil trial, which we all know is more accurate and they had more evidence. So you get what I'm saying. Yes, but I mean, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, Reggie Bush did cheat, but cheating to win the Heisman, he didn't cheat. The program cheated. He's a kid. It's not the same as murdering 2 people. I'm just sorry. You can't tell me that Reggie Bush's taking cars and money from boosters is worse than O.J. Simpson murdering his wife and Ron Goldman. So. Oh, God, Joe Satriani. The thing is, this is what pisses me off, JD, is everyone knows Joe Satriani. If you poll 20 people that actually know music, 15 of them will know Joe Satriani, Surfing with an Alien and whatever else he has. And fucking 5 of them will know Buckethead. They're like, they think it's something else. And it's because the gimmick. But you know what Bucket also played for? Guns N' Roses, where he made his money, which he is so much better than Slash. Slash can't even hold Buckethead's guitar, bro. Go back and watch some of the live shows when he was playing with Guns N' Roses. They didn't deserve him to be on the same stage as Buckethead. Patrick Mahomes is on the board. Brock Purdy. I think you're going to take your boy Brock Purdy. James Cook on the board. We got some value up in here. Brock Bowers. So we're going to go ahead and take Patty Mahomes, I think at 21, and then we'll take James Cook at 20. We'll take Mahomes. Sorry for the delay. And we have no one to pair here. So we're going to take Barkley over James Cook because I think that's how I'm going to rig my board. I think I'm going to go with Barkley over James Cook. I get the difference. Like the technicality makes sense for Reggie Bush, but like if we're going to talk about like morality, it makes way more sense for O.J. Simpson not to be in there. Satriani definitely has some great songs, though, but when it comes to skill, Buckethead can do it way more with the guitar. Also, when it comes to feel, right? Like the Buckethead can portray, he's just way better. It's just in every regard, he's better than Joe Satriani, who is an all-timer. I put Satriani in much more of the Carlos Santana mold than I would the Buckethead mold. Buckethead, there is no mold for Buckethead, man. And it's just one of those situations when Buckethead passes away, and I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon. He's getting up there. He's in his late 50s, I believe. No one knows who he is. Brian Carroll's his actual name. People, when it comes out, people are going to be like, who was this guy? He has 1,000 albums. I got to check. Then he'll become a thing. It's wild because in this day and age, it's not like it used to be with Vincent Van Gogh, right? Like when he did that crazy shit, cut off his ear, and his painting, he didn't sell a single painting in his lifetime, I believe. And then once he dies, Vincent Van Gogh's in my living room, for instance. I love Vincent Van Gogh. But once Buckethead dies, it's gonna be like that, where people are gonna actually understand this art and dissect this art, understand the depth, and maybe not the depth because the depth is undeniable, but the volume and just like what this art means. And I really hope so. I'm sorry, Rob, but Flea is better than our boy Peanut. Uh, Probably, man. I'm obviously biased towards Peanuts, and I think the Chili Peppers are a more talented band than 311. I'm not going to debate that. Early Chili Peppers is unreal, bro. The it wasn't even rap rock, the funk, like all the things they were bringing was just it was also way ahead of its time. I'm just saying, like 311 is that consistent thing that the Chili Peppers were more of an up and down band, especially later in their career. They didn't do much. Where like 311's always been there. They are the set it and forget it. Trying to think of an example like Julian Edelman, right? Of a guy that's just like, yeah, he's really good. He's not a first round fantasy pick, but he's going to return value in the third round every single year and just be there. And that's my thing. And I also just like I don't know. I feel like soft Chili Peppers is bad. Californication past that. Soft Chili Peppers is bad. I actually like the chill soft 311 that they became. Like them going pop worked out better than the Chili Peppers going pop. There goes Baker Mayfield. So I have 2 quarterbacks. Dakota has 1. I don't need another quarterback. I am fine with what I have. I have Josh Allen. So I should be able to wait on a lot of guys here. Colson Lovelands. Let's go ahead and take. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Andy James. JD knows his goddamn music. Let's give a shout out to JD here. Knowing his music, and I'm gonna go back to back running backs here, I think. Because when I pick next, I'm looking at 72 and 73. And I get to go one more too. We're gonna go ahead and take ETN and Brees Hall. Very interesting team here on my ends. I want to start a running back in my flex. That's my biggest thing. And these super flex drafts is 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex with a super flex. I want to start 2 running backs. I have nobody to pair with my quarterbacks early, right? There's really nobody. Because somebody already took my dude Rashee Rice at 44. So we're going to adjust the board here and take what it's giving us. Devonta Smith, nice pick. CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, and Devonta Smith. Take a look at Mouse Squad here. He did the same thing. 1 quarterback, 3 running backs. Josh Jacobs at 40. Super nice value. Man, I could talk music all day. I was late to the party in terms of being a musician. I didn't start drumming until I was 25. All my buddies are not all my buddies, but a big faction of my buddies were musicians. So I grew up watching them play and just, I always loving music, but watching them jam was like a world I thought I could never enter and just seemed like so foreign to me. But that's why drums is probably the best instrument if you were an amateur, because if you don't have rhythm, you don't have rhythm. I get that. But the level of becoming a good guitar player takes so much longer than just being able to hold down drums. And if you know music theory, you have a feel for music, drums is probably the great drums and keyboard, and also maybe bass. I think guitar is just I don't know. I play with a lot of great guitar players. So like just throwing out the fact that you could just be a good guitar player overnight or even in 5 years. No way, bro. A guitar is a lifetime achievement. So is drums too, if you want to get to like the next level, right? But no one shows up for the drums. I mean, I do as a musician, as a drummer, but no one shows up for the drums. You just got to hold it down. Bro, just hop on a kit, man. Get yourself an electric kit as well. I know, Dakota. I had no choice. JD, I would love to send you some of my shit, but I don't have any of your information. But I have a catalog of, I don't know, man, probably 1,000 hours of music. Maybe that might be a little aggressive, but it was 10 years of jamming twice a week 4 hours straight, and I just recorded everything. So we just have I recorded everything we ever played. So I don't know what the math in that is, but there's so much on YouTube, mostly just in my personal catalog. JD, you gotta join the community. Everyone tell JD to join the community. Get in the Discord because you've been around for a while. And we're getting not into the season yet, but we have, it's nitty-gritty time here. We're gonna make a lot of money. I know you can learn all the knowledge from the streams, but we go a lot more in depth in the Discord, as well as helping everyone draft their teams and also to get access to the bets way before I release them on the streams, 3 days before. So if you're a betting man, it's well worth it because I'll show you the numbers. We know all the numbers, 96 and 58 last year. We are up in 2 picks, and I don't need anything besides wide receiver. Colson Loveland is still available, but Dakota's going to take him, that son of a bitch. He took Cam Ward. So we're going to go ahead and probably take Colson Loveland here. I feel like that's just stealing, not taking that. And then do I want to stack with this team? I mean, I need to stack with this team, but I can do it other places, right? Like, I'm going to take Garrett Wilson over DJ Moore. I have to do it. DJ Moore won't fall back to me, most likely. It's fine. We'll stack with these quarterbacks later. And there are guys we can stack with these dudes. Anyway, so biggest perk, JD. Besides, I mean, there's a lot of perks. I mean, Dakota, Mouth, all these guys have come on the show. Is this guy right here, man? If you have betting, if betting is legal, whether you bet or not, you just follow the picks. 96 and 58, even odds, player props. So, and just every other year too, 28 and 20 was a bad year, 33 and 21, 48 and 26. We are just looking at 64% career on these even odds player props. So if you're new to it, hop in, make some money because you will make way more than you put in, as well as the access to the community in the Discord. Every question, start, sit, trade questions, put your lineups in there. Appreciate all the people that are in there, by the way, because keep this show going. Keep me going every single night, gentlemen. For hopefully the rest of time. I will stay on here. I fucking love doing this, man. Even on nights I'm feeling 100% motivated. The second this shit comes on, I bring the energy. That's what people always told me at work. 6 a.m. working at the golf course. 2 hours of sleep, hungover. Guess what? I am energized. I am ready to fucking go. That's life, though, man. You got to bring your A game because being a Debbie Downer, not enjoying whatever you're doing, whether that be working, making love, whatever it is, driving to the airport to pick up fucking a loved one. Like, let's enjoy it while we can because it's fleeting and we don't know when it's going to end, whether that's in our personal lives, whether that's in, our country, our world. It's just, we don't fucking know. Roma Dunze and Luther Burden. Does this guy have Caleb? Yes, he does. Pretty nice picks here from this dude. Whoever this is, watch out. Nice picks there. Jalen Waddle, 86. I'm guessing there is no way DJ Moore is making it back to me. No way, no how. All good, all good. There's some other guys. This might be a very unstacked team here for me. Well, someone took Marvin Harrison. We'll see how it shakes down. Anyway, JD, a lot of ways to join. Website, professionalfanatics.com. Link in the description. Email me personally. Although I don't want to give that to everyone. There goes Jameson Williams. Christian Watson, Marvin Harrison. Yeah, JD, just to get in the Discord is $5 a month. You can pay yearly, which gets 20% off if you're going to be down for a while. The bet tier is $10 a month, but that gets you a lot of other stuff too. And this motherfucker takes DJ Moore. Go F yourself, you fucking prick. And then you can take Brian Thomas. Thanks, dude. All right, so we are going to go ahead and take Alec Pierce for sure. And then I can't take a quarterback. This sucks. Oh, you know what? Fuck you, Dakota. I'm gonna take fucking Blake Corum. Go lick a dick. And yeah, that's for you. That's for you. JD, the community is the best part, man. These a lot of these channels and places that you join a Discord or whatever the hell they have, it's so watered down with 800 people and it's bots. We have 40 people in our Discord, and I want to say 30 of them are active, and 20 of them are really active, and 10 are on there every goddamn day. You know all the normal names, all the people in the Dynasty League, as well as JD. The biggest thing is if you get in the $10 tier, we are doing 6 or 7 redraft leagues this year. So eat that, Dakota, by the way. We're doing a lot of redraft leagues for the community. So you get access to as many as you want. You could play 6 of them with us, and there's no fee after you sign up. Like there's no fee for the leagues, right? Besides League Safe, which we're gonna do League Safe. You gotta pay at 2%. So $100 league, you gotta pay $2 to League Safe, and then we want to make sure everyone knows their money is safe. Play as many leagues as you want with us, and we're gonna be talking about those all the time in the stream, and as well as celebrating the winners, which will probably be myself and Storey and maybe Dakota, maybe Mouth. Just fucking with you guys. You know, it's fantasy football, guys. There's skill only takes you so far. But yeah, a lot of those leagues, we're going to start once the dynasty is, we have it set up now. We got to figure out all the settings here and draft. Draft is in 1 week. We will set up all the redraft leagues, and it's first come, first serve, honestly. Fanatics here gets the high priority, but there's not enough people in there to fill all 6 leagues. So there's going to be at least like 4 or 5 leagues with different price points, $100, $150, $200, possibly. Super flex, deep leagues, shallower leagues, you name it. I'm a man of the people. Dakota, I was just giving you shit because I take Blake Corum. Rob the jerk in front. Who do you take instead of you? He took Carnell Tate in front of you. Yeah, I wanted Brian Thomas. It's fine. I took Blake Corum, and you got Rico Dowdle. You wanted Blake Corum, I'm sure. I didn't even need it, but whatever. This blows. I'll fill my guys later here, and I think there's some dudes I like later. A lot of guys I like later. I'll get receivers. Receivers are fucking a lot of depth here, and there's some really good tight ends available. There's no quarterbacks available, guys, so I'm rolling with a 2 quarterback build. I don't like it. And the thing about, yes, betting is a scam. There's a reason DraftKings and all those things are super successful, but track record here is, I'm sorry, you're not losing money with my bet. You're just not. And this is 4 years on record. I send every single bet slip out. So losing money is not an option. It's just about how much do you win. And maybe we have a down year. Who knows? I'm not going to say that. We went 96 and 58 last year. These are even odds bets. And I feel like we did bad towards the end of the year. We literally in the playoffs, we did pretty well, like 60%, but we were 63% for the year. We struggled down the stretch, and that's week 18. I shouldn't have made bets. That was the games that have no motivations. I think I went 1-4 week 18. No excuses. It was on my own. I usually do a 7 or 8 plays a week. Cortland Sutton is still that kid is back on the escalator again. We have guys available I really like. I don't need a running back. I need receivers. So let's take Cortland Sutton for touchdowns. And let's also take my boy Michael Wilson for touchdowns. I think we could possibly get some guys later. We'll see if they fall back to us. Nice pick there, Dakota, with Kenneth Gainwell. I was debating it. I already had 4, so I didn't need to do that, but I'm going to roll with 4 running backs on this squad because I went Saquon, Travis Etienne, and Breece Hall with Blake Corum. This is another 4 running back squad. So I'm just going to stack this team with wide receivers. That's what I have to do to get that upside. Be a good fun draft grade session. JD, do you play Underdog? Do you do best ball? Because you should definitely hop in some of these with us in the future because I'll be doing these. I'll probably have, in terms of the next couple months, maybe 3 shows a week with guests and then 4 shows a week with Underdog drafts. and some DraftKings drafts and stuff like that. But best ball drafts will be at least half of the volume I'm putting out here until July. Once we hit July, it'll be 5 shows a week with guests and then 2 underdog drafts. I can get all my guests in. We have about 6 guests in the show, and Mouth as well, who Downtown Sports guys. Check out Downtown. There goes Tyron Tracy and Jonathan Brooks. Jonathan Brooks going 129, which is ADP in normal 1 quarterback leagues. So we all love Jonathan Brooks around here. Can't go wrong there. Whew, it's got to be my last beer. I am Tucker. This is approaching almost 4. No, this is 3.5 hours right now on the stream. Hello, Michael Jackson. How you doing, buddy? You're looking great today. Shout out, Michael. I'm kidding. Shout out to Michael. And here we go. 9 picks.
Very cute.
Oh,
What's his name?
It's Kwame.
Kwame. Mm-hmm. Nice name. Nice name.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's a little light for Kwame, no?
What?
A lot of names to pick, but it was a little darker, maybe.
Yeah, can you go?
That's very scary.
You need to get out.
Hey, any of you guys want ginger ale?
Get the fuck out.
There goes Isaiah Likely. There goes Mark Andrews. Dakota, don't take any of my stacks if you could. I'd really appreciate it if you didn't. This motherfucker has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receivers. Takes Mark Andrews, which is good for us. We don't mind that. And there goes Wandale Robinson. We're going to get Xavier Worthy. No, we're not. Don't take Xavier Worthy. You son of a bitch. I'm disowning Dakota if he does this. Yes, sir. Thank you, my dude. We're getting Xavier Worthy. We're getting close to Kier. There is the dual stacking right there. We needed that. We had no stacks as of those picks with my quarterbacks, who I took pretty early. So this team is on the up and up, man. Up and up right now with Worthy and Shakir. I'm digging. I am digging what's going on here. I could have taken Travis Kelce, I suppose, if Xavier Worthy was selected, but I'm not into taking Travis Kelce. So let's take the upside there and I could have taken Dalton Kincaid as well. A lot of good options there. That's a nice pick to have those quarterbacks. Thinking about it, because the stacking options for Josh Allen. That's why Josh Allen's always been great in best ball. Now, it rarely works out where Josh Allen, he spreads the ball around so much, but his weapons go so late where you don't have to spend a premium pick to get his stacking option. This year, DJ Moore is a little bit, but Dakota's freaking out. The fuck in front of me took another stack for me with Wandale. We know this person. This is Divine 81. He's an older dude, clearly older than us. Nope, don't know him, man. Don't want to know him either, so don't know him. Nope. Sorry, man. Thank you for not taking Xavier Worthy or Khalil Shakir. And they didn't make a lot of sense in your team, but I appreciate that. Thank you. I'll give you the props when I can. Props to the fanatics right here. Thank you. Ooh. I hit it a little too hard before the show. Usually I keep it together with 4 or 5 drinks if I do drink before the show, but it was a hefty burden today. Hanging outside. It was a beautiful day with the wife, and then I grilled some food and also had a fire. You're grilling, you're having a fire. What are you doing? You're fucking drinking. And if you're not, then you're probably a Mormon. Nothing against the Mormons. Just saying, they have a million wives. They should drink more because they have like multiple bitches to bring beers out to them. So what are you doing? Like, if you're Mormon, shouldn't you be drinking like a lot more? That's just my thing.
You stupid fuck! Go buy some sandals! Go buy some sandals!
You want to fight? I'll fight you. I haven't fought in 10 years. I'm fighting you. What you got? What you got? Let's see. Throw down, bitch. Throw down, bitch.
Oh, this is rough at tight ends. Very rough at tight ends. There is not a lot I like at running back. Not that I need it anyway. And I need to be a really good. I need Justin Fields, honestly, to protect my Mahomes. I can't reach for Justin Fields. Who in their right mind takes Justin Fields in these drafts? Fucking idiot. So this could be a 3-6-8-3. 3-6-8-3. I think that makes a lot of sense. I want some upside here at running back. Man, I need a fucking tight end too. These tight ends fucking suck, but upside at we're gonna take Singleton. And we're gonna take my boy TJ Hawkinson. Let's do it. JD, who do you think had the best draft just from early evaluation, Rob? Well, I'm going to say my team, but that's just, or I do like my team I have going on here. Let's look at Florida's team. I'm just going to look at the community members because I don't want to look at all fucking 12 teams. We can go ahead and do that, though. So Dakota has Joe Burrow, Cam Ward, and Geno Smith, which I actually like that. Genty with Rico, Gainwell, Emmanuel Wilson, CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, Devonta Smith, Brian Thomas, Jordan Addison. That's sexy. Oh, NFL draft. Sorry. Best draft. Oh, me and Nick O did this show a couple days ago, and who did I have for my best? I think my worst, I think, is the Jaguars. What they've done in the offseason. Best, I really like what the Cowboys have done. It's one of those where if you have a good best ball team, a lot of times it's you drafted accordingly, right? Your build is nice. The Cowboys build with getting Caleb Downs, getting an elite edge rusher, which we think is an elite edge rusher out of UCF. They fit the bill, right? The Eagles always have great fucking drafts, dude. So the Eagles are up there. I love the Bears' first pick. Other than that, I'm not going to endorse it too much. But the Cowboys were that team. It was a swing team. And I would say I think the Jets and the Giants also did hell of a good job. So Browns, good call, Dakota. The Browns had a lot of picks. And unlike the Dolphins, which I don't hate their draft, but I feel like they wasted a lot of picks. There wasn't a lot in my mind of wasted picks the Browns had. And this goes back to last year too. Winning that Travis Hunter trade, and they clearly won that trade, even if Travis Hunter became something, because they got another first-round pick for it. And Mason Graham isn't the best, but Mason Graham is a borderline Pro Bowl player for years and years to come, and they got more assets and more swings at the wheel. So the Browns did a hell of a job. It's about their quarterback situation, but I love what the Browns did in this draft. It's hard for me to say the Browns are the winners, though, because it's still the fucking Browns. But they killed it, man. And you know what? I want the Browns to be good. It's good for football. They were such a pinnacle franchise back in the fucking 60s. But their fans, man, like their fans have been shit on for so many years, and they're fucking loyal. They're smart. They're beaten down. They're literally like an abused housewife. They're just getting beat by this white trash motherfucker. And I want them to break out of the white trash, right? I want them to break out. I want the Browns to succeed. Well, it's funny they might succeed with Deshaun Watson, who's definition of that. But let's see who we have here. We have Travis Hunter. Speaking of an idiot, we're gonna take Justin Fields with the first pick because that's a must. And then, we're probably gonna take. I need another tight end, don't I? Jake Tunges, we need some early production, boys. Oh, man, this is a good team. This is a good team. I only have one stack each with my quarterbacks. So that is my next level, next thing of business, and it's not going to be great because I don't know who to stack with these guys. So it's not a stack team, unfortunately. Mal thinks his team is going to be unreal. I'm not looking at your guys' team too much. I looked at Dakota's a little bit and didn't really love what I saw, but it looks a lot different when you actually look at the teams like this. And looking at this team, what is this guy doing? Why did this guy take Mac Jones? He had Jaden Daniels, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray. What is this guy doing? Ugh. JD, you are a Vikings fan, right? Vikings didn't do bad considering the cap manager and the GM still. They went heavy on the trenches, which is what they need. Also, Jacoby, the safety from Miami. I don't necessarily love their draft. I don't know why you didn't take Thieneman. Like, thank you for that because the Bears got him, and that's your 1-to-1 replacement for Harrison Smith. And he fell. Like 18 was a fair price for him. 25 was a gift for the Bears. But the Kyler Murray thing, man, like you guys won. Like you get to sit there and evaluate JJ McCarthy and have him marinate for a little bit. And you got a free quarterback that's hungry. And I don't know if that's a long-term solution, but they won 9 games last year somehow. And that was an awful. The defense broke down. Kevin O'Connell didn't have his finest hour. The offense was broken. The quarterback play was an F. Still won 9 games. So, yeah, I don't mind the draft. I don't know a lot of the deeper guys. Again, Storey is the college football guy. I can speak on these guys from a fantasy perspective. I can speak on a lot of the offensive talent, but you guys drafted a lot of defense. So I'm not going to speak over my head here on what the Vikings did. I didn't necessarily love your defensive tackle you took. Seems like a high upside player, right? Like a guy that could be an all-pro. But a lot of question marks there. I just wish you took a Thieneman, but it doesn't matter. You have Kyler Murray, who I like. And that does make sense if Thieneman's not his guy, and that I get that. So I'm going to also give pretty, I don't know. I mean, do we know if Brian Flores is good as a GM? And I'm not saying he's a GM, but if I don't know if I trust him, where some of these other coaches, I do trust them drafting players. And I'm going to trust him in terms of drafting guys that fit his scheme because Brian Flores' scheme is super elite. It's super exotic, and it's just a tried and true system, right? It's going to work if he gets the right players. Just a little concerned on, those type of guys. We saw this with Ben Johnson last year, which actually kind of worked out maybe with Colson Loveland and Luther Burden getting acute. So it's, we're not going to know for 3 years. But getting cute is never a good thing. But I could be wrong. Again, I'm not an expert, but the Cincy linebacker, is he like an off-ball guy or is he an edge rusher? I don't know much about him. Sorry, I got to make sure I don't fuck up this pick here. Do I have Garrett Wilson? I do have Garrett Wilson, so I can't take Adonai Mitchell. Oh, and I can't take. Let's go ahead and take some upside receivers. One in Skylar Bell, one in Surratt. That makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense, dude. I'm hitting this one out of the park, boys. I'm down with that, man. That's what you need. You need versatility. That's the name of the game. If you're saying he's versatile, you didn't have a lot of that last year. So a guy that can play both. I'm just a little confused. And by the way, there goes Damon Claiborne. I don't know what's going on there with the running back situation. I was kind of a Jordan Mason guy. I mean, Dakota, you could speak on this. Obviously crushed it when the limited time there in San Fran. And obviously better fit for Shanahan's system, but not a bad fit for the running game there in Minnesota. And it just was bad last year. He looked awful last year. Like the speed, the burst, it looked awful. And Aaron Jones is just not the answer. Aaron Jones is cooked. So I just don't like relying on you. Good point. Your running back room did need speed, and Claiborne has that. I feel like Emmett Johnson, Mike Washington, there was a lot of guys that just are better, well-rounded, better overall, better specific type running backs than Damon Claiborne. So I wish you had just gotten Emmett Johnson or Mike Washington, 2 guys I loved in the draft. And I thought that was a whiff. And I don't hate Claiborne, but It's not, dude. Dakota. I know why. I know why he was underproductive because Mason was awful last year. Like, say what you will about the O line, Mason's film, like he wasn't breaking tackles. He was really slow getting to the line of scrimmage. It was just rough. He was fumbling. Like, it was a rough situation for Jordan Mason. As good as his film was the year prior, and it was elite. Let me tell you. Now that was the one cut fucking system there in San Fran. It was awful last year. And Aaron Jones is fine. I mean, you can't overuse Aaron Jones. He's going to break. He's another year older, another injury removed. Like, just you needed somebody that can handle a workload. And I thought Emmett Johnson was the perfect fit there because Emmett Johnson could fill in for both guys if and when they got hurt. He could play the early down role. He could play the fucking third down role. And then Mike Washington was a guy that would just fit that. He has juice. My thing is that Jordan Mason was just bad in between the tackles last year. And like, I still have hope for the guy. I like Jordan Mason. But let's not forget, wasn't Jordan Mason an undrafted player? Dakota, let me know. Was he a 6th-round pick then? I mean, he was a really not a touted guy. He was one of these Kyle Shanahan specials where, you know, he pulls them out of the fucking scrap heap in terms of the draft and they become good. So I don't know, man. Relying on Jordan Mason. Again, I'm a Jordan Mason guy. I was a Jordan Mason guy. I'm not saying I'm giving up on the guy, but I think Jordan Mason in redraft and best ball, I have to see how it shakes out. In redraft, I might be taking a lot of shots on Jordan Mason. Because remember last year it was wild. He was going as an 8th-round pick. Great. It was an Aaron Jones is healthy. They were both going like top 8 rounds. I think Aaron Jones is 7. He was going 8th round. Top 100 pick. It was wild. Up in 5 picks. What do I need? We'll do draft grades. I have the last pick of the draft. It's probably going to be a wide receiver unless there's a running back I absolutely love, boys. And I don't think I absolutely love any of these guys. I'm going to put Jaden Blue in there. And there are some dudes. I know a guy. Thank you, Dakota. Undrafted Georgia Tech. So that's my issue is like these undrafted guys that come from San Fran, like they produce there. And I feel like Kyle Shanahan has more success with undrafted guys than he does with 3rd-round guys. All right. I love this team. I can't wait to grade this team. Mouth loves his team. Dakota, how you feeling about your team? We're doing draft grades after this, guys. A through F. JD, help us out here, if you will. Jonathan, if you're still in here, help us out. JD, do you draft best ball? Do you have Underdog? I don't know what you live in Minnesota? Mouth motherfucking killed it. I think I did too, man. So I guess we're gonna see how it shakes out. Again, you never know until you draft the actual team. JD, do you have Underdog or DraftKings where you're at? Because we're doing a lot of these drafts. I'd love to have you join us. Also, I really hope you join the community and get down with these awesome fellas here. And it's a different channel. You're gonna get a lot of attention on this channel. I know everyone that is part of it. Jordan James. We are going to. Nope, I'm a West Coast Vikings fan. Chargers are my second team. Do they have Underdog there is the question in West Coast? Are you in Cali? All right, boys. Let's go through the draft grades here while I chat with JD. We can all help chime in the chat and support JD and just tell him to join the community because it's the what do we call it? Real quick before we do draft grades, I'm trying to think. It's the guys in the chat. What do we call the Discord in the community? What do we call it? It's the correct me. I'm trying to think. What do we call it? It's the top. It's the tip of my tongue. It's the place to be.
It's what do you call it, Kramer? It was. Come on, already. Come on. We call it the place. The place to be. Yes.
There you go, Dakota. Sorry, the stream's always a little delayed. I was waiting for you. You're in Cali, dude. Hop on in here, man. If you don't have it, use the promo code. I can send you one. There's a million out there, bro. Make sure you get the most bang for your buck. They have a 50% deposit match. Want to make sure if you're signing up, you're getting the best deal. Draft with us. It's a great practice. Fuck mock drafts. It's the best practice. Mouse team. Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones, and Will Howard. Interesting third quarterback, but it was the last pick, I'm sure. Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones, Will Howard. We have Jonathan Taylor, Marion Hampton, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Brooks, and Tank Bigsby. Woof. Buzz your girlfriend. This is the opposite of woof. You buzz your girlfriend. This is hot. Tet McMillan, Terry McLaurin, Mekhi Lemon, Michael Pittman, Jalen Coker, Omar Cooper, Isaac Tesla, Chris Bell, and Tank Dell. Tyler Warren, Laporta, and Stowers. So let's talk stacking here. Jalen Hurts is stacked. He has Tank Bigsby, who's not really a stack, but you got a Philly player there. Mekhi Lemon and Eli Stowers. So you have a triple stack, a double stack, almost triple with your boy Tank Bigsby. Daniel Jones is stacked with Tyler Warren. And then Will Howard is stacked with Michael Pittman. I don't know how much that's going to matter. But good call there. Jalen Squirts. Oh, sorry, I backed out. My bad. So quarterback room isn't the best, but I don't get the Will Howard pick. I guess maybe because Aaron Rodgers will probably get hurt, so that's probably a good call. You needed that, though. You need to have someone there for upside, just for some games played possibly down the stretch. Love the running back room. Josh Jacobs as your 3. Jonathan Brooks I love, and Tank Bigsby. So good running back room. Mekhi Lemon is your 3. The fact that you had 9, the build is an A. I mean, you hit the mark on the head. Is that the right word? I'm drunk. Michael Pittman, Coker. I love I don't like Lemon as much there, but you had to pair him. You had to get a stack there. Good call. We're all assuming Rodgers can be there, so we don't know that. Good call. If he's not, then hell yeah. Not a big fan of the Lemon pick, but you had to do it with your boy there, Jalen Hurts. But Pittman and Coker, those 2 picks are such nice floor plays to fill in for the potential boom bust nature of Lemon based on how the offense looks. And then I don't like Omar Cooper, but 15 picks after ADP. I like Tesla. Chris Bell is a nice late round guy, and then Tank Dell. And the tight ends are elite. So you have the stack with Stowers, Warren, Sam Laporta. I'm giving this a B just because the quarterback room is a little suspect with Danny Dimes coming off the Achilles. As much as I love this running back room, I do love it. I'm giving it a B. I want to go higher. Just a little bit trepidatious about some of those things. Well, JD, the Hertz train, the fantasy train is different than the real life train. I think all of us are about the Jalen Hurts fantasy train this year because the ADP, right? Like he's actually a value now. And I don't think anything really changes. The tush push is still there, but in terms of real life, we're not on the train. So I don't know if you're on the same boat. So sorry, Will Howard, F. I'll get the hell out of here. Dakota says B+. What do you have for a grade for this team, JD? I don't know if you know how best ball works, but there's no pre-agent signings. This is what you draft is what you get. This is super flex. I'm giving it a B just because I'm punishing the quarterback room a little bit. And the wide receiver room with Lemon is your 3. Again, 9 is fine. Like I like what you did there. The build is an A. The team is a B. And the stacking was a little light for you. I'm not going to punish you for that. I think a solid B is fair. What do you have, Mouth, for your team? Dakota has B+. Jonathan, if you're any whoever else, give me your grade for this team. I do love the Coker and Michael Pittman picks, though. And tight ends are elite, so you're going to have some flex appeal there from Sam Laporta. Your tight end's always going to be one of the best in the league. JD says B-. Mouth, give us your grade for this team. I know he loved it. I mean, B is solid. I don't hate this team. I think it's a very high upside team based on the 9 receivers you did take. And if Daniel Jones is healthy with what we saw last year, yeah, we like it. We like it. A- from Mouth. Yeah, it's a good team, man. Again, maybe I'm underrating these. Hampton, Taylor, and Jacobs is sick. I guess I didn't realize you have Jonathan Taylor as well. So maybe I'm going to go B+ because I do like having you're in on offenses, right? And I do think the Colts defense is trash. So Jonathan Taylor has nice pass catching upside with Daniel Jones. I'm going to go B+. I didn't see that. That was my bad. You have Taylor and Tyler Warren with Daniel Jones. I go B+. Let's go to Dakota's squad here, and he was bitching about this clown right ahead of him that took a bunch of Tennessee Titans with no Cam Ward, which is very head scratching. Joe Burrow, Cam Ward, and Geno Smith. I do think that's pretty well rounded, as well as Mouth has been very adamant about Geno Smith being a monster. Yeah, my bad. I missed the Jonathan Taylor thing. So it's hard to host, guys. It's a lot, and also I've had like 15 beers, so I do my best. I don't catch everything. Geno Smith is a swing pick here, and I do like Cam Ward. I like this quarterback room. This is a nice 2-3 punch with Joe Burrow. You have some security and upside. Cam Ward is security of playing time. Geno Smith is security of upside with that offense. Let's see how he did the rest of the way. Now, this running back room is garbage. Sorry, Dakota. Ashton Genty, Rico Dowdle, Kenneth Gainwell, Emmanuel Wilson, Kamani Vidal, and Jordan James. I do like Kenneth Gainwell, Emmanuel Wilson, and Kamani Vidal. I wish you had a better second running back, but it's okay. Maybe garbage is a little bit extreme, but I'm guessing your receiver core and tight ends are going to be elite, so we're going to check that out. CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, Devonta Smith, Brian Thomas, Jordan Addison, Jaden Higgins, Calvin Ridley, Adonai Mitchell. And I was right. This is a really, really good wide receiver room. You're looking at Joe Burrow with – who do you have with Joe Burrow? Do we have any stacks with Joe Burrow? Am I missing something here? No Joe Burrow stacks, but you had to take him there at 2. I mean, it just sucks that everyone got taken. That's an issue. Cam Ward is stacked with Calvin Ridley. And we have Geno Smith stacked. So this is a very light stacking team. Am I missing something, or is this a very light stack team? I think it's very light. Geno is Sadiq. So you have Sadiq and Adonai Mitchell. So that could boom. Calvin Ridley stack. So it's a pretty light stack team. Sadiq, Dalton Schultz, and David Njoku, not world beaters, but where you drafted them, I don't hate it. Brian Thomas is your 4. Addison is your 5. It is solid. Miles says you stole my damn Devonta Smith because people stole from you. And that is probably true. You took Devonta Smith 10 picks at ADP, so you totally fucked Mouse in the tight little pooper there. What do you guys have for a grade on this team? I don't know how to grade this one. This is a rough one to grade. Not saying it's a rough team, but I do, I love me some Rico Dowdle. Kenneth Gainwell and Rico Dowdle are fine. Emmanuel Wilson has some early season production. I love Kamani Vidal, so that's a nice boom. And I like the quarterback room you have here. And the wide receiver room goes 5 deep, like legit 5 deep for boom weeks. And the tight end room is obviously going to be weaker. But what do we have? I graded F. I graded F for FU. Do you actually like this team, though, Mal? JD, Jonathan, whoever else is in here, give us your grade. I think Jonathan left like 30 minutes ago. I'm still referring to Jonathan like, hey, Jonathan, hey, Jonathan. We love Jonathan around here. Shout out to Professional Fanatic, Jonathan. We love you. Do we have a grade for this team? Because I don't know. I don't want to be way off base in this one. I want to say C. I don't know. The fact that you have nothing with Joe Burrow, I don't hate the Joe Burrow pick. The fact you have nothing with Joe Burrow and your stacks are Cam Ward, Lightly, and Geno Smith, I got to just, solid B from JD. Okay. I mean, the receivers are really good. Double RB. Yeah, I did. What's wrong with going double RB? I know. Well, I didn't do that to screw you. No, that's my issue is not with the running backs as much. My issue is with the stacking. Like, I'm not about overstacking, but like not having anything with Joe Burrow is an issue. Like, it's just not like the upside of this team is not great. And also the floor with the running backs is not great. So yeah, Samaje Perine with the last round. That's getting a little cute, but at some point you gotta put someone with Joe Burrow. So C+ from Mouth, B from JD. Dakota, what do you grade this team? Are we way off base? I try to be fair. You always give my team shit grades. Yeah, I got cooked by FL. Oh, and all your Titans got like, because if you had more stacks with Cam Ward, it would affect, it would be fine. But like, I just feel like it was lightly stacked in the running back room. I'm gonna punish it a little bit. Dakota's even harder on himself than we are. C-. He's all right. Let's go to my squad here, and I got to get off here in a little bit. We're gonna approach 2 hours in the stream. We're at over 4 hours on the day, but guess what? Having a fucking blast with y'all. All right, here's the squad. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Fields. So I have some insurance here for Patrick Mahomes. We're looking at Saquon Barkley, Travis Etienne, Breece Hall, Blake Corum, and Nick Singleton at running back. We have 9 receivers: Garrett Wilson, Alec Pierce, Cortland Sutton, Michael Wilson, Xavier Worthy, Khalil Shakir, Skylar Bell, Elijah Surratt, and Keon Coleman, with Colson Loveland, TJ Hawkinson, and Jake Tunges. In terms of stacks, with Josh Allen, we are looking at Khalil Shakir, Skylar Bell, and Keon Coleman. With Patrick Mahomes, we are looking at Xavier Worthy, and that's it. So again, not very stacked. Kind of that's one of the issues I have with this team. But tight ends, I do like Colson Loveland. I got pretty nice value with. I'm warming on TJ Hawkinson, Jake Tunges. I just feel like I needed a little bit. I don't know, best value on the board. The receivers again, gross. I'm gonna get away with a lot of these weeks. I'm gonna start 2 receivers because it's 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and 1 flex with a super flex. So ideally, Breece Hall is my flex, or maybe Blake Corum is my flex. So I don't have to worry about my 3rd receiver very often. I feel like these guys should be able to make the cut with Michael Wilson, Xavier Worthy, Shakir, etc. So I don't know. I really love this build. I think this is one of my better super flex teams I've built because I have the insurance for Mahomes. This is a nice 2 quarterback build with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. You can't go wrong with those guys. And the running backs are an A. I mean, and the receivers are kind of shitty, but I have a lot of stacks. What do you guys have in terms of grades for this team? I know the receivers are not elite, but I do have a triple stack with Josh Allen, but it's not really the right guys. I think tight ends are solid with Tunges with some early season stuff and Colson Loveland. So I'm trying to think what the weakness of this team is. Is it wide receiver? But I have 9 of them, and there's a lot of the stacks. So B++ from Mouth. Yeah, wide receivers are not the best thing in the world. F+ from Dakota. He's saying an F+ for the fucking running back selection. It worked out for me though, dude. I took ETN and Breece Hall, not even at value. They were actually both at ADP, and it worked out for me. And I took Blake Corum ahead of value too. I know you want to Blake Corum, but I don't mind the wide receiver room. With the way I built the team, this is why you can go early running back in these super flex leagues, and you only have to start 2 receivers, honestly, 3 max. And you can get, if you draft a team like this with 9, that these guys should pop off. Although Bell, Surratt, and Coleman could be nothings. Mount says, well, yeah, your tight ends are better than mine. I'm not going to debate that because didn't you have Laporta and another stud? Who are your quarterbacks, though, Mouth? Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones. So you have Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones versus Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Like, you can't compete with that, right? Can you compete with that? Jalen Hurts versus Daniel Jones. So we're going to give the edge at quarterback to my team. Would we agree? Let's take away Will Howard. Will Howard and Justin Fields even out, even though Justin Fields makes more sense because I have Mahomes up in ACL. We both have an injured quarterback with Mahomes and Daniel Jones, possibly. I think Daniel Jones is more likely to start the year, but I want Josh Allen and Mahomes versus Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones. Okay. Running backs, we're looking at Jonathan Taylor, Hampton, Josh Jacobs, Brooks, and Tank Bigsby versus Barkley, ETN, Breece Hall, Blake Corum, and Singleton. I feel like this is pretty washy, dude. I feel like this is pretty much a wash. Taylor, Hampton, Jacobs versus Saquon, ETN, Breece Hall. Let me go back one more time. You have better running backs. Your top 3 are better. You have Brooks and Bigsby. But I have Corum and Singleton. So I feel like this is a pretty even. Yeah, trust me. How do you think I feel, Dakota? I've been on this show 4 hours hammered. Appreciate you, my dude. Get some sleep, man. Tug one out before sleep and you'll really sleep great. So the running backs, I feel like, are a wash. Your top 3 are better, but I have Blake Corum, who's an X factor. So now we got to go to wide receiver and see which wide receiver room we like better. I am stacked more, maybe. So your wide receiver room, McMillan, McLaurin, Mekhi Lemon, and Michael Pittman as your top 4 compared to Wilson, Pierce, Sutton, and Wilson. So I have both Wilsons, Pierce, and Sutton. This is close. This is a really close team. Tet, McLaurin, Mekhi, and Pittman. Your high end's better, right? I feel like Tet and Terry McLaurin are better than my first 2. Lemon versus Pittman Jr. is my Sutton and Michael Wilson. I'll give you the edge on top 4. Worthy, Shakir, Bell, Surratt, Coleman, Coker, Cooper, Tesla, Chris Bell. All right. I think that I'm going to give you the edge here. And you have Tyler Warren, Sam Laporta, and Eli Stowers. Thomas Summerlin says both of your wide receiver room sucks. This is super flex, dude. 2 receivers, 2 running backs, a super flex quarterback and tight end. So you can get away with starting 2 wide receivers, Thomas, if you know what you're talking about before you chime in. I appreciate your comment, but 9 receivers. These receiver rooms don't suck because he's looking at Josh Jacobs as his flex and only starting 2 receivers. If you have Josh Jacobs as your flex with Jonathan Brooks and Tank Bigsby, I'm sitting here looking at Breece Hall as my flex with Blake Corum as my RB4. And I had to start Garrett Wilson, Alec Pierce, and then a combination of all of these other guys. So, yeah, no, the wide receivers aren't going to look great when you have what we have with the rest of the roster. So, these are elite teams. We're trying to discuss who had the better team. Dakota had a pretty effed up draft, and usually he's up there. But, yeah, your tight ends are better. Loveland, Hawkinson, Tunges versus, yeah, you have Warren, Laporta, and Stowers. So, I think Blake Corum is the only thing I have on you, honestly. Maybe, yeah, I think our receivers are very comparable. Yours might be a little better. My running backs might be a little better because of the 4. But, yeah, this is close, man. I might give you the edge in this one because Josh Jacobs. I'll give you the Josh Jacobs edge, even though I'm so big on Blake Corum that's why I want to say that is a difference maker at running back. He's my 4. We do have Jonathan Brooks, who I also love. But thinking about it, we had the same exact build, essentially. I have Justin Fields at my 3rd quarterback to back up Mahomes. You have Mason Taylor. Sorry, not Mason Taylor. This has been 4 hours of this shit. Will Howard. Dude, these are good teams. We had literally like this same exact draft, and I loved it. This is actually the way to go in these super flex leagues. Is you want to flex, you want your flex to be a running back, and we both hit that goal. So, I think I was only hard on your grade. When I said hard, I said a B+ for your team, just because Daniel Jones, right? And I guess I have Mahomes, which you could say has question marks, but super good teams, man. This is a good. I'm gonna mark this one for. I'm gonna call this the Downtown Fanatics super flex league that I think is pretty fucking competitive. Yeah, and I think that your wide receiver room is probably a little better. My late receivers were worse, but they were all stacked. Like I have 3 Buffalo receivers, which is why they seem worse. And your high-end running back room was better than mine. But I have Blake Corum versus your Jonathan Brooks. So I love Jonathan. So dude, it's literally like a wash. I might give you the edge. These are good teams, really good teams. All right, guys, appreciate everyone on here, except for Thomas, who says your wide receiver room sucks. Yeah, well, it's called read the room and understand the context of that. When we wait at wide receiver, we take 9 of them. They're not going to look good, but you have to only start 2 of them, maybe 3 max. When you have 9, come on, man. Knowing ball is important here, and we appreciate all the community members that do know ball. And if you don't, that's fine. That's why you come to the show, because you can learn some ball, make some money like we've been making on the show for 5 years. And last year, all documented on the Discord, in the streams. This is all documented. JD, appreciate you, my dude. Check out, if you want to, check out the community. Hop in. I want you in there because I like your questions. I think you're a good dude. And join the community with Mouth, with Dakota, draft with us especially, and play some redrafts with us next year. Let's all make some money, have a good time, and we all know the Discord is what's up. So, all right, gentlemen, this was a hell of a night. So we had 2 hours and 20 minutes with Storey. Almost went 2 hours here. We're well over 4 hours on the night. It's 2:30 here Central. I gotta take my dogs on a walk, and I gotta pass out. I am pretty drunk. I've had about, I don't know, man, a lot more than 12 beers. I'll say that. I don't know the number, but it's been a lot. Hello, Michael Jackson. How you doing, buddy? There he is. All right. Great drafts, Mouth. Great team here. Really good team. I can't wait to see how this one shakes out. But tomorrow night, Big Ray joining the stream here for an open bar show, 10 p.m. Central. Tune in for that one. And schedule release, guys. NFL schedule release is Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Nick O is coming on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Central. I'll put that in the Discord. We're gonna break down live the schedule release. We're talking real life. We are also talking fantasy stuff. We're gonna go through every team in terms of good schedules, bad schedules for the fantasy playoffs. We're going to break down that in particular. Hell yeah, check out my pod as well. Interview with Noah Eagle to cover NBA playoffs round 2. Listen in. Damn straight, guys. Downtown Sports. I came on Tuesday. It was a great show. Check that out on YouTube or any other platform. We did all rookie, not landing spots. This was wide receiver landing spots we did tonight with me and Storey. This was swing players, guys, good or bad. Swing players, rookies for the upcoming 2026 season, guys that may be getting drafted too high, guys that are unknowns like our Nick Singleton, spoiler alert. That was on Tuesday on Downtown Sports. And then he just had Noah Eagle on there, who is, he has Ian Eagle on there, the voice of, almost the voice in the NBA. So check out Downtown Sports, guys. Link is in the description for that as well. And just give them a follow, give them a listen. Once you listen, you're going to be hooked. It's only one to two shows a week, so not quite the volume we're putting out here, but you're getting a lot of good information, a lot of good diversity there with Beast and Mouth. They do a great job. Also, elite hosts. I have my guy's Mouth as well coming on, but he has, like prominent figures that you've heard of. And check them out. They're awesome. So appreciate everyone here, especially you, Mouth. Great drafts, man. Maybe tomorrow night we'll hop in another one late night. We'll see how it goes with Big Ray and how much energy I have. But once Thursday comes, we're going to hit this a lot harder because we'll actually have schedules out. We don't have to worry about going in blind with the bye weeks. You know what? Some of it's fun, though, because it is aggressive and random. We don't know what the fuck's going on here with the bye week. So you can get lucky. You can get unlucky. I do like the random. It's like raw dogging a hooker, which I don't ever advise. I guess there's no upside in raw dogging a hooker, right? You're just probably going to get herpes, or AIDS. Whatever. Regardless, I drink a lot. So appreciate everybody. Thank you, Mal. Thank you to everyone in the community. Jonathan, JD, Dakota for hanging out the whole time. You guys hung out for 4 hours with me. That is makes me feel great. So appreciate everybody. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. We'll see y'all tomorrow night.
You just seem like a good dude. I thought I'd see if you want to grab a beer, that's all. I'm glad you called. We get home safe, Pistol.
You got it, Jobin.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab.
All right, man. You have my number, yeah?
I got you stored in my iPhone.
All right. If you need me, call, okay?
Oh, man, I'm golden.